Big Blue, stop right now. MetLife Stadium just exploded with breaking news, and the tension in East Rutherford just reached a boiling point. Head coach John Harbaugh and coordinator Matt Nagy just delivered a reality check to quarterback Jackson Dart after a rough practice. But that is only the beginning. Former safety Dane Belton is dominating at Jets camp after leaving for just $4 million, while tight end Theo Johnson is repeating a nightmare drop trend. If you bleed Big Blue, hit like and subscribe right now to show the Eagles who owns New York. Here is what happened with Jackson Dart. Tension is thick on the practice field at East Rutherford, and the silence after a broken play said more than any whistle ever could. Whispers turned into footsteps on Tuesday afternoon. The name, Jackson Dart. The young signal caller found himself right in the center of an intense spotlight after what ESPN insider Jordan Raanan described as another rough afternoon for the New York Giants offense during training camp. This was not just a minor hiccup or a routine warm-up session. This was a clear sign that learning a brand new playbook under a completely revamped coaching staff comes with steep growing pains. First-year offensive coordinator Matt Nagy did not pull any punches when addressing reporters right after the practice session ended. Nagy explicitly acknowledged that Tuesday was an average practice, maybe even below average, and emphasized directly that it simply was not good enough. He made it crystal clear that Dart knows it, the coaching staff knows it, and everyone in the building understands the high standards required in this league. But Nagy also pointed out that true success comes through struggles, and facing these hurdles right now in August is a necessary part of the process before real games begin. There is one area where the young quarterback has actually blown the coaching staff away. Nagy praised Dart for acing the massive volume of information required to get the team in and out of the huddle efficiently. However, executing the plays after the snap and maintaining consistency across every single series is where the real work remains. Part of this big transition involves a major mechanical adjustment. Journalist Daryl Slater from NJ Advanced Media reported that Dart is spending significantly more time taking snaps from under center, rather than operating almost exclusively out of the shotgun formation. This change is not just about tactical variety. It is directly connected to player safety, pocket presence, and career longevity. Back in November of his rookie season in 2025, the former first-round pick missed 2 full contests while logged in concussion protocol, and he was evaluated for a concussion on 5 separate occasions throughout the year. That alarming stat forced the franchise to rethink how to shield their most prized asset. Nagy explained that having a physical run game is the friendliest tool a quarterback can ever have, and taking snaps under center naturally protects the passer by launching convincing play-action fakes that keep aggressive pass rushers honest. Furthermore, rumor has it that NFL insider Ian Rappaport suggested the coaching staff is willing to completely reshape the weekly game plan around whichever passing concepts Dart feels most confident executing under pressure. Head coach John Harbaugh and reporter Ryan Dunleavy of the New York Post confirmed that Dart and several key starters will see meaningful playing time during the upcoming preseason games starting on August 15th against the Minnesota Vikings. Nagy wants to see Dart elevate his field vision, progress rapidly through his reads, and quickly eliminate plays he is not comfortable with. The staff is actively filtering through the playbook to pinpoint the exact concepts where Dart feels most confident on third downs. Every extra rep under center builds muscle memory, but the clock is ticking rapidly toward the regular season opener. Do you believe Jackson Dart taking snaps under center will solve his protection issues this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and hit like if you trust John Harbaugh to fix this offense. But while the coaching staff works around the clock to refine their quarterback, a decision made in the front office is coming back to haunt the franchise in the most frustrating way possible. Former safety Dane Belton is making massive waves for rival New York Jets, and the details surrounding his departure leave a bitter taste in Big Blue's mouth. Sometimes the most painful lessons in the NFL are the ones played out right across the hallway in your own home stadium. General Manager Joe Schoen has developed an unfortunate habit over his tenure of letting ascending young talent walk away in free agency right before they reach their full potential, and we are seeing that exact scenario unfold once again at MetLife Stadium. Analysts called it a calculated gamble, but the front office might have misread the market completely. Scouts called it calculated violence, and the coaching staff liked the production. The question was not if the defense would miss depth, but who would prove them wrong first. The identity everyone is asking about. Dane Belton and the New York Jets locker room already knows they landed an absolute bargain. The former Iowa standout and Giants 4th-round pick signed a modest 1-year contract worth just $4 million with the Jets this offseason, and he is currently lighting up training camp in ways that make Big Blue's management look extremely short-sighted. Belton is locked in a fierce battle with second-year safety Malachi Moore and veteran Andre Sisco to secure the starting safety role alongside superstar Minkah Fitzpatrick. During recent joint practice sessions against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, reporters on the ground noted that Belton was undeniably one of the most dominant defenders on the field, constantly making life a living nightmare for the opposing passing attack. Jets head coach Aaron Glenn praised the former Giants defender publicly, labeling him a total ball magnet and raving about his natural instincts, physical presence, and knack for creating game-changing turnovers. Rumor has it from insider Adam Schefter that multiple defensive coaches across the league were stunned when the Giants did not match such a cheap $4 million deal for a proven player entering his prime. While Belton is busy making highlight plays across the building, the Giants' secondary situation looks increasingly shaky and vulnerable. Last season, former second-round draft pick Tyler Nubin struggled mightily, ranking as just the 78th best safety out of 98 qualified players according to Pro Football Focus grades. Meanwhile, Jevon Holland suffered through a rocky 2025 campaign that saw his league stock drop dramatically, and veteran Jason Pinnock's return might not provide the high-level impact many casual fans are anticipating. Last year with Big Blue, Belton enjoyed his finest professional season, finishing as the team's second leading tackler while forcing 3 fumbles and grabbing a clutch interception. As a classic physical strong safety, his hard-hitting style offers the ideal complementary pairing next to a roaming ball hawk like Fitzpatrick. Instead of keeping a proven, ascending talent for a cheap price tag, the Giants allowed him to walk right out the door and opted to sign Ardarius Washington instead. Head coach John Harbaugh and defensive coordinator Denard Wilson are both former defensive backs coaches who pride themselves on secondary play, yet this defense lacks the genuine star power or depth to justify tossing away a productive playmaker. Every interception Belton grabs in practice highlights a massive missed opportunity for Big Blue's front office. While Belton might not single-handedly alter the Jets' overall record, he provides an immediate upgrade at a position where the Giants are desperately searching for answers. Did Joe Schoen make a massive mistake by letting Belton leave for just $4 million? Leave a comment with your take and smash like if you think our secondary is in trouble. However, front office mistakes are not the only thing keeping coaches up at night right now. Over on the offensive side of the ball, a promising third-year weapon is falling into the exact same frustrating habits that have plagued his entire career, creating a massive headache for Matt Nagy. High expectations can vanish in an instant when a player simply cannot secure the football when his number is called. The coaching staff entered this summer with massive plans to transform the offensive scheme into a dynamic 2 tight end system. They spent big money in free agency by signing star tight end Isaiah, likely to a lucrative 4-year, $45 million contract, envisioning a terrifying dual threat alongside their athletic third-year pass catcher. Head coach John Harbaugh and coordinator Matt Nagy want to deploy heavy doses of 12 personnel in 2026 to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties. But a dark shadow hanging over this tight end room threatens to derail those tactical dreams entirely. A move 3 years in the making was supposed to unlock this offense, but execution on the field tells a very different story. Sources say the file sat on the coaching desk since April, waiting for someone to claim the starting role. The identity everyone's asking about? Theo Johnson, and the locker room already knows the pressure is on. The 25-year-old Manitoba native and Penn State product possesses elite size, rare speed, and undeniable athletic upside, but his career has been completely defined by maddening inconsistency at the catch point. Beat reporter Dan Dugan from The Athletic reported directly from practice that Johnson's crippling drop issues have followed him straight into training camp without any sign of improvement. During the very first 2 days of camp, Johnson was already dropping routine passes in drills, reigniting fears that he cannot be trusted in crucial situations. The numbers behind his hands problem are downright alarming. In 2025, Johnson recorded 5 dropped passes, tying him for the 5th most drops among all tight ends in the entire league, placing his name alongside Mason Taylor, former Giant Evan Engram, Travis Kelce, and Juwan Johnson. Since stepping onto an NFL field at the start of 2024, Johnson has logged a staggering 10 total drops. Look even deeper into advanced analytics, and the picture becomes even more troubling for Big Blue faithful. In 2024, Johnson posted a horrifying 11.8% drop rate, which was the absolute highest drop rate among all qualified tight ends in the NFL, and the 7th highest drop rate among all pass catchers regardless of position. Furthermore, according to Pro Football Focus data, among all NFL players with at least 45 targets last season, Johnson held the highest drop rate in football while ranking 26th out of 35 tight ends in yards per route run and 29th in yards after catch per reception. For a former high-round selection touted as a dynamic run-after-catch threat, those metrics represent a complete failure to execute. According to a rumor reported by insider Connor Hughes, If Johnson cannot eliminate these costly mistakes during the preseason games, the coaching staff is already considering giving second-team reps to younger depth options on the roster. While Johnson showed flashes as a reliable red zone target for Jackson Dart last year, his inability to catch the ball consistently makes him a liability in Nagy's rhythm-based offense. With Isaiah likely quickly proving to be the most reliable receiver on the roster throughout camp, the coaching staff will not hesitate to phase Johnson out of the game plan if these drops continue through August exhibition matchups. Should John Harbaugh bench Theo Johnson if his drops continue in the preseason? Drop your answer in the comments and hit subscribe to stay updated on every single roster move before the regular season kicks off. The clock is ticking for number 84, and the coaching staff is rapidly running out of patience as the season opener approaches. 3 massive stories, 1 defining moment for Big Blue. Jackson Dart is fighting through steep mechanical adjustments under Matt Nagy to protect his health. Dane Belton is proving Joe Schoen made a costly mistake by letting him leave for $4 million. And Theo Johnson is on the verge of losing his role to Isaiah Likely due to chronic drop issues. The New York Giants are standing at a critical fork in the road this summer. If John Harbaugh can refine Dart's execution under center and clean up these costly receiver mistakes, Big Blue has the grit to shock the NFC East and humble the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. But time is running out to fix these flaws before Week 1. I need 3 things from Big Blue Nation right now. First, smash that like button if you believe Jackson Dart will lead this franchise back to the playoffs. Second, comment "Let's Go Giants" below and tell me if Theo Johnson should remain a starter. Third, subscribe to the channel immediately to ensure you never miss breaking news about our team. Pay attention because the next 48 hours will alter everything. A rumor is circulating that John Harbaugh is preparing to make a surprising depth chart change at tight end before the preseason opener against Minnesota, which could send a shockwave through the locker room. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Eagles just cleared extra cap space and are actively pursuing a game-changing defensive weapon that could disrupt our entire division strategy. Which domino falls first? Big Blue stands mighty. Like, comment, "Let's Go Giants," and watch the Eagles crumble.